graphical method how to solve. Okay, so first you see, use the graphical method to solve the following linear programming problem. Minimize z equal to minus x1 plus twice x2 such that minus x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 10, x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 6, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to equal to 2, and x1 comma x2 greater than or equal to 0. So first here, what is objective function? Objective function is what here? Arvaj? Minus x1 plus 2x2 means minimization. Okay. Next, here you see less than or equal to, given that or here three constraint. So what is the rule first? First we make all the constraint should be equal to sign. So first you see in the note, first we draw, when we make equality, then this equation gives us a straight line equation. So first you see minus x1 plus 3x2 equal to 10, x1 plus x2 equal to 6, x1 minus x2 equal to 2. Next, what we do, for the first equation we draw a straight line for the first equation. So first equation is what? First equation is minus x1 plus 3x. So from this we draw a straight line. So how to draw a straight line from this? Putting first x2 equal to 0, we get the value of x1, and next x1 equal to 0, we get the value of x2. Then this gives us a straight line equation. Okay, so when x2 equal to 0, then we get value of x1 is minus 10, and when x2 no, x1 is 0, then we get value will be x2 value will be 3 point something. Okay, means 10 by 3, right? So from these two coordinates we draw the straight line. Okay, so you see the line passing through, you see the equation, first equation line will be passing through the point D, and this is from D to this upward side means positive side. We cannot take this one in the negative side. When we draw x1 and x2 axis, always our graph lies on the first quadrant. Here you see, when we draw x1 and x2 axis, left hand origin, then from origin to left hand side will be what? Negative value of this x1 value, and when from origin to lower portion means what? X2 side, then this is negative value of x2. But when we draw the graph, always graph lies in the first quadrant. Why this lies in the first quadrant? Any answer, Roshni? When we draw our graph, always graph lies on the first quadrant. What is the reason? Here you see the graph, and when we draw this one, you see negative side of x1 we will not consider, and negative side of x2 we will not consider. Means this axis you can write x1 axis, and this is x2 axis. Any answer, Arvaj?
So because x and y axis is positive.
X1 axis means X1 condition is what? X1 greater than or equal to 0 and X2 also greater than or equal to 0. Means what? X1 axis, this is positive, X2 is, yes, also positive. So always our graph lies on the first quadrant. Okay,
First quadrant.
means, yes, first quadrant. So you can draw the point. You can draw the point, but in negative side you can draw uh, dash or dot line you draw, but from positive side you draw this one continuous line. Okay, so I have drawn here from D to upward side, and left hand side you can mark the point, but you will not consider this left hand side, means negative portion of x1 as well as the negative portion of x2. Clear? Amaresh, clear this one?
Yes, sir.
Anuj?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next you see x1 plus x2. So x1 plus x2 equal to 6. So similarly you putting x2 equal to 0, x1 is 6, means one coordinate is 6 comma 0, and another when x1 0, x2 will be 6 for the equation, second equation. So our coordinate is 6 comma 0, 0 comma 6. So you put 6 comma 0, from x1 axis you move up to 6 and up to this one, means x2 axis 0 6 0, then you just mark 1 2 3 4 up to 6, then you join these 2 points. Okay, or you can give the name of these points any other name, e f etc. Coordinate is 6 comma 0 and 0 comma 6, you can give the name. Next one is third equation, you see x1 minus x2 equal to 2. So when x2 equal to 0, x1 is 2, means our coordinate is 2 comma 0. So you see our point we consider a point. So a point is 2 comma 0. And next when x1 is 0, then x2 is minus 2. So 0 comma minus 2. So 0 comma minus 2 will be what? From origin to downward. So 0 comma minus 2. So 0 1 2. But this is in the negative part of the x2 axis. So we will not plot this line in the negative portion. You can draw dot dot line or continuous from a point to upward side. Clear? You see these three equation I have drawn the line, so these lines are clear or not? Bhagyoshri,
Yes, sir.
আমি তিনটা লাইন হিয়ার তিনটা ইকুয়েশন দিয়া হল, হয় ইনইকুয়ালিটি থ্রি ইনইকুয়ালিটি আছে, তাৰ পৰা তিনিটা ইকুয়েশন বনালো, তাতে ফার্স্ট ইকুয়েশনত x1 0, দেন x2 ভ্যালু এটা কোঅর্ডিনেট পালো, x2 0, দেন x1 আৰু এটা কোঅর্ডিনেট পালো, তো দুটা পয়েন্ট মিলে একটা লাইন ড্র হল। So we have drawn what? This for the first equation we get the line from D passing through D. From the second equation we get the point 0 comma 6 and 6 comma 0, another line, and from the third point passing through a this. Next, what is our aim? Which region we consider? Which region we consider? So from, you see, the line for the first equation is passing through the point D. So from passing through D, which region we consider? So upward side or origin containing side? You see a line passing through the point D, this divides two halves, one is upper half and another portion is the lower half. So we marking which one, upper one or lower one? Arbaj,
So
upper one
lower
or
one.
lower one? Why? Why lower one we
So zero,
consider? Yes, good. Ripon?
so
Yes.
0 put করিলে x
0 0
x
put
0
করিলে
0 put
আমার
করিলে যদি 10 not কে less করে
less than or equal to inequality to yes কোৱা
less than হোক নে তলফালে
0
আহিব
0
0 0 পইণ্ট
yes
ফালে আহিব
0 0 yes 0 when we put x10 x20 then inequality satisfies. Simple answer. When 0 0 put in x1 and x2 in the first inequality, then this is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so 0 less than or equal to 10 satisfies. So satisfies করিলে আমি কোনটো পয়েন্টৰ কাৰণে 0 0 পয়েন্টৰ কাৰণে আমি চেক কৰিলো satisfy কৰিছে 0 0. So 0 0 কোনটো সাইডত আছে? This is the origin content. এই যে origin আছে. So this is in the down lower portion. This one from this side. Okay. You will not shade, just you remember this is from this portion, lower portion from the line, not above. Next, similarly, in the second line, you see x10, x20, then less than or equal to 6. Also, equation satisfied. So, you see from this line to which side? Origin containing side. So, you see this point to origin containing side. So, origin containing side will be what? This portion, origin containing. And x1 minus x2, you substitute 0 less than or equal to 2, obviously satisfies. Then also this is the origin containing side. So origin containing side will be what? Passing through A will be point এর পরে যন্টু line গৈছে, so passing through point A will be origin containing side is the upward portion. So you see I have marked this portion because this is our common region. Feasible region means what? Common region is called the feasible region. Okay, common region is called the feasible region. So from this feasible region, we find out the points. So in the feasible region, what are the boundary point or corner points? Or sometimes this is called the extreme point. You see point D, point C, point B, and point A. These are the extreme point, and origin also center origin. So next our aim is what? We find out at that point what is the value of Z. Our Z expression is what? Our Z expression is minus x1 plus twice x2. So first we check the point origin 0, 0. So when we substitute this one 0 0, then value will be Z value will be 0. Okay, when we substitute 2 0, 0.2 0, then value will be 2 0 will be just I have taken class. Next you say 2 0 means what? 2 0 when you substitute, so minus 2 plus 2, 2 0, minus 2 plus 2 into 0, so minus 2. Z value is minus 2. For B, 4 2, so this one will be minus 4 plus 4, Z value is 0. Then at point C, B, and that next point C, 2 4, so we get the value is 6, and point D we get 20 by 3 means 6 point something. So here which value we consider? Z value which consider? Arif, which value we consider? Z 0 minus 2 0 6 20 by 3 কোনটো point consider কৰিম Z or কোনটো value?
Sir, the minimum value.
So here which one is the minimum?
-2.
Minus 2. So why we consider minimum value?
Because it was minimization.
Yes, because it is the minimization problem. Good. So we consider z equal to -2. So here our minimized z will be -2. At which point this gives us -2? For which point? কোনটো পয়েন্টৰ কাৰণে আমাৰ -2 দিছে? For which point? We shall get z equal to -2 for the points extreme point is 2, 0. So 2,
2,0.
yes, good. 2, 0. So 2, 0 means 2 is our x1 axis and 0 is our x2 axis. So minimum z will be -2 and x1 is 2, x2 is 0. So this is hence the here we have written like this: the minimum value of the objective function z equal to -2 occurs at the extreme point a equal to a coordinate 2, 0. Hence optimal solution of the given linear programming problem is x1 is 2, x2 is 0, and minimize z equal to -2. This is the problem of this graphically how to solve. So you see, this is clear or not? Anybody, you have any doubt? Then you can ask. First you read this problem, then you can ask. Clear, everyone? Ripon, Arbaj?
Yes, sir.
Next problem you see. Next problem is use the graphical method to solve the following LPP. Here also objective function is, oh, this is same problem. Okay, okay, so this problem is same problem. Or there will, this is same problem I have sent. Okay. Okay, next my question is, suppose one equation is given like this, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0. Then this equation to draw, how to draw a line, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0. This represent what type of equation? X1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0. Arbas, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0. লাগিলে ইকুয়েশন তো লিখি লোৱা, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0. This equation represent what?
So 0, 0 মাঝে দিয়ে যাব লাইন দিয়ে।
মানে ইকুয়েশনটোক আমি কি বলি কম?
জানো
মানে এটো কি ইকুয়েশন অফ স্ট্রেট লাইন হবো না নাই? Yes. x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0 means what? First you make it equality, x1 minus x2 equal to 0. Then x2 equal to what? Then x2 equal to x1. Equation finally we get x2 equal to x1 or x1 equal to x2. So here you see, x1 means what? X-axis, you can say x. X2 means what? You can say y. So we get y equal to x. So y equal to x means what? This represent what? Y equal to x. In coordinate geometry you got y equal to x. Suppose y equal to mx represent what? Y equal to mx.
Equation of a straight line.
Equation of a straight line, then another word,
Passing through the
not
origin.
complete. Yes, good. Amlan. Equation of a straight line passing through origin. Y equal to standard form. Suppose someone asks a question, what is the standard form of the equation of a straight line? Then you will say y equal to mx plus c. M is the slope or gradient, means how much the line makes an angle with the x-axis. How much line? এই যে আমি লাইন কেটে ড্র কৰিছো, x axis ৰ লগত কিমান এংগল ফৰ্ম কৰিছে সেইকেইটা ডিনোট কৰে. So m means what? Slope or gradient. Okay, here in higher secondary level this is tan theta. Okay, next one, c means what? C means y intercept, means when one line is drawn, then this line cut the y axis at which point? When c represent what? C is not a constant. C here means C represent the Y. Simply you can say Y. Y. This is C represent what? This is the line. The line cut the Y axis, means Y intercept, means at which point the line cut in y axis. So this is our C. So my question is y equal to mx means what? C is 0, means this does not cut in y axis, this cut in origin, means just equation of a straight line passing through origin for C equal to 0. Next, y equal to mx. So here m is 1. So m is 1 means what? Tan theta equal, m means tan theta. Tan theta equal to 1. What is the value of theta? Generally, tan
45.
theta, yes, good. Tan theta is 1 means theta is 45 degree. So you will see when we draw the line, then this makes our first coordinate is what? Now, all the coordinates are make an angle 90 degree. So this just middle one 45 degree. So passing through origin. So when you will get equation is like this, x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 2, or suppose greater than or equal to 2, then immediately you write x1 equal to x2, and you will remember this is equation of a straight line passing through origin. Because sometime in your exam in graphical method, what in 2 3 equation, sometimes this equation also given, and sometimes some student cannot make an equation, means x1 equal to 0, again get x2 equal to 0, then x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 1. You if you put, then you will get this is origin containing site. Here you see x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, then you draw a line passing through origin. So those who present, you response your name, Oboni. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.